USAID Betrayal. Countless suffer and die as America reneges. Now, today I want to briefly tell you about a 2-year-old in Myanmar who died of starvation, and when asked whether he thinks that America is responsible, he said yes. Marco Rubio earlier stated that no children were dying on his watch, and the father of this 2-year-old who died of starvation said that that is a lie. And if you look back at the news coming out from a few months ago, if we look at reports that are projecting what will happen in the near future, experts warn that U.S. aid funding withdrawal has caused the deaths of children all across the world. And U.S. cuts by 87%, U.S. aid cuts by 87% will cause the deaths of millions of people. This comes from Nature magazine to the news media to the AIDS organization, the HIV/AIDS organization that talks about U.S. aid cuts impact on people with HIV. And a boy died in Africa, at least one that we know of, and if there's one, there's more, because his antiretroviral drugs were stopped because U.S. aid froze the funding and stopped the medication from getting to him. Don't ignore this. Donald Trump is burning American goodwill by killing children and killing sick people around the world, by denying them a program that cost less than 1% of our budget, but did more good for America's goodwill and soft power than most other things do. It was probably the best spent money, that and the Voice of America, that our government does to be able to spread the democratic cause, and also to spread that democratic cause by our actions, by supporting those in need around the world. This has a very moral underpinning to it, and we now, with this regime, Donald's regime, who no longer leaps for heaven or yearns for it, has shown us that they have no moral compass. And so we are going to inherit a world where America is not looked at with respect and with reverence because of our generosity. We will be remembered for reneging our promises and betraying the neediest people, the poorest people who need the most help. And here we are betraying them. That is going to be our legacy, and we have to live with it. And it makes my heart hurt. Somebody said that on social media, and I reposted it. Everything that's happening about America right now makes my heart hurt. And as we walk through this, we should be looking to each other for compassion and solidarity instead of division and hatred. We need to look forward to how we can build back the country from within, as well as rebuilding the apparatus that helps the world in some of the neediest, poorest, most marginalized corners of the world and the country. The same administration is also cutting public health funding from the states. So it's an indiscriminate, amoral regime that wants to see sick and poor people die. And there's no moral low to which they won't go. Thank you for listening.